Alright, welcome to episode number 91. In this video, we are going to see how to create this hover effect using Css3 and HTML. As you can see, the bottom block comes up and the top image blocks shrinks. So this is what we are going to see in this tutorial. So to follow along, I'll leave the source code in the description. In case if you got stuck somewhere, just copy paste it and work along with me. Now to start this video, we need three files: index file, which is index.html, style file, which is style.css, and one image. So we create the HTML file for us. Index2, I'll name it as index.html. You can name anything as long as you are linking it rightly. Let's call the style sheet file as style2.css. Exclamatory tab, the boilerplate code HTML is ready, and let's link the style sheet which we have created, which is style2.css. Now here in this case it's really very straightforward. We just need one container. I'll name it as image container, and the attribute, I'm going to give the attribute data hyphen text. So whatever we pass inside this data hyphen text will be shown while hovering it. So let me name it as UI monk. You can give anything like is works. Right now let me open its index2.html. You can see anything because we have not created it yet. So now let me copy paste the boilerplate CSS. It's nothing, just the font which I have called it, which is Poppins, and for all element I have added the font family Poppins, and for all element remove the margin and padding and add the box sizing border box. That's it. Now if you refresh, nothing will be shown. So let me call the image container. Let me give the width of 300 pixel. Let me give the height of 400 pixel. Let me give the background image, background URL, which is man.jpg. Refresh it. This is how it looks. Now you can position it. Just get into the inspect and select the image. So you can give background position for x-axis 20% and for y-axis. So this looks great. So let me copy paste this. X-axis 60%, y-axis 32%. Cool. Now I want this at the center, so we'll call the main parent, which is body, give the display flex align items center, this justify content center. This will horizontally align. So to have the align item work, we have to give the height 100% of viewport height. Viewport is simply the browser. Now it's the center. So let me give the background color as black. Cool. Take the side. Now what we need to do is we have to call the pseudo element. So the pseudo element are before and after. Now I'm going to give the pseudo element position absolute. So when I give position absolute, the parent need to have position relative. In this case the parent is image container. So this image container has two pseudo elements. We are going to create it. Now to make the pseudo element work, the very mandatory property is content. If you don't write this, it is not going to work. Now position absolute top of 0 left of 0 right of 0 bottom of 0. And why I'm giving this, let me show you. Let me give the background color as red. Now if you see, the full screen is covered. It is because this property. The alternate of this is you can just give width and height 100%. The same output you see. Now let me make this. We don't need this for now. Let me remove it. So now we have to get into the specific part. The specific part here is the second one, which is after. As I have already said, what we are going to write here will be shown. So now call the content. As I have already said, the pseudo element before and after is not going to work unless you write content. So call the data attribute attr and pass the attribute name. Now we need to give it is going to take the full width. Let me give background as black and show you how does it looks. If I get into inspect and choose the container, once you click on it, you will see before and after. If you click on after, there is some problem with this. You can see after the content is wrong. So let me try this inside the quotes. Before, after. So here there is a problem. We have mistakenly seen somewhere. So let data attribute, and let me try giving the color as white. So now that works because we haven't given the color. That's the reason we could not see the output. The background is black and the color is also black. Let me give the color as white, the contrast. Refresh it. Now you can see it has overtaken. Now I want the ace work to be at the center. So let me give, before that, let me give the font size to rem, display as we have given it for the body, display flex, align items center, vertical align it, justify content center, horizontally align it at the center. Now let me use the transparent. No, we don't need transparent. For now, just comment this. Now you can see. Let me just give this a red to show what is actually happening. Now let's place this below the image. So transform, translate y-axis 100%. So now it will be below the image container. So once I hover on the image, it should come up. So once I hover on the image container, colon hover, I want the after to have translate of 0. Press it, click on hover. It is not working. There is problem with this. It should not have space. So you can see there is quick movement. So let me add a transition to it, so it will be smooth once I hover it. Cool. Now I am going into the container and make this overflow hidden. So except the 300 pixel width and 300 pixel height, nothing will be shown. Overflow hidden. Refresh it. Cool, that works. Now let me call the before as well. So once I hover on the image container, colon hover, I want to have the transition of -50%. So before has the after has the background color of red. The before does not have the background color anything. So what I need is I want the background to be image. So the image is this one. So inside the image container we have two pseudo element, the before and after. So the before has no background image, so I want the parent background image to this child. So what I'll do is background inherit. Now this background image, this parent's background, will be given to the child. So if you see, so let me, as I said, I'm making the transition of -50%. So let's just add the transition of 0.5s. Cool, that works. That's all for this video. Thank you so much for listening.